What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video, welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. Today is Thursday, the 16th of June, and we're going to do it as we always do, the confirmed transfers at the start and the potential rumours after them at the end, guys. So, before we go any further, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you missed yesterday's videos, they'll be down below in that description box. Alternatively, you can head on to my channel and there'll be transfers at 8 AM, also gameplay at 9:30 PM currently. So let's start off then with the confirmed deals. And the very first one is regarding this man, Silvio Proto. I think on FIFA 13 he had a really good silver team of the season card, but now he was playing for Anderlecht, then he moved today, or yesterday in fact, to KV Oostend. Apologies if I said that wrong. It's an undisclosed fee, but he's actually quite a decent goalkeeper on FIFA 16. And then we got on to Steve Perica, and this guy, I wasn't actually aware, he was owned by Chelsea. Last season he was on loan to Udinese, the Serie A club, and today they've actually made this move a permanent basis. So for £3 million, they signed him from Chelsea. At first, I thought it was like the CDM or something they loaned to, I think it was Monaco, but it turns out it's not him, and it's actually a striker that's 192 centimeters. That's quite a tall player. Now we got on to Alexander Sapeta going to Dinamo Moscow from Ural on a free transfer. We have got Bernardo, this guy I think is called Bernardo Espinoza, going to Middlesbrough from Sporting Gijon in Spain on a free transfer. He looks like a pretty decent card, and obviously will be in the Premier League next season, but on FIFA 16 he'll technically be a championship item, so he could be quite good for championship teams, given the fact he's a gold card and would link to Daniel Ayala, who is a very good team of season card as well. Then we got on to this player non-FIFA 16, and that is going to be Felipe, or Philippe. He plays or played for Corinthians, who aren't on FIFA 16, and he has joined FC Porto for an undisclosed fee, although apparently that fee is around £6 million. He's also got a €50 million release clause, so they've obviously got high expectations, and it may be one of them players that Porto buy for quite a reasonable price and sell him on for a massive one eventually. I have no idea how good he is in real life, but his FIFA Ultimate Team card, if he was on there, will have been on your screen regarding his head-to-head stats. And now we move on to Miguel Lyon, and it's another player that FC Porto signed on a permanent basis. I covered this about 3 weeks ago or so, but now the actual fee for it has come out, and apparently they pay Watford just £4.5 million for his services. The fee of £4.5 million is just on top of what they paid last season on his loan for around $900,000. And now we got on to Denis Cheryshev today, of formerly now of Real Madrid. Today gone to Villarreal, returned there. He was there a couple of seasons ago on loan, but now gone on a permanent basis for €10 million on a 5-year deal. And that's quite a big one for them. I believe Villarreal have actually got Champions League football next season, which obviously could be quite a big benefactor or beneficial thing for him to go back there. So good move for him, and probably get first team football. And now we got on to Marcel Buchel, a player I honestly have never heard of. He's gone to Empoli from Juventus for an undisclosed fee. He was there though last season on loan. And finally we have got Alexander Kikanklic. I apologize if I butchered that name, but the former Liverpool youth star, now or formerly of Fulham, has gone to FC Nantes in France on a free transfer. So that is all of today's confirmed deals. Now we go on to the potential ones. The very first one is regarding this man, the Chancellor Mbemba, but really it's actually about Newcastle in general. So this is according to Newcastle Chronicle. They're saying that Newcastle are to step up their search for a central defender, with Chancellor Mbemba likely to miss a month of the new season while away of DR Congo at next year's African Cup of Nations, which I believe takes place in January. And obviously Newcastle are not the only club linked to this, because there's a lot of Premier League clubs which have players that will be going to African Cup of Nations in January, and they may also have to get some backup in just in case. I think Joel Matip, in fact, I think he plays for Cameroon, so obviously Liverpool were also affected by this one. Now we got on to Jordi Gomes, currently off Sunderland, I think went on loan to Blackburn, and today linked back to his former club Wigan. So the Sunderland Echo are saying that Wigan are hopeful to lure Sunderland midfielder Jordi Gomes back to the DW Stadium. No fees been mentioned, but it's quite a good one for them, because I think he was like a cult hero there. He done quite well, and in fact I believe won the FA Cup with them. So Jordi Gomes potentially returning back to Wigan. And now we got on to Jordan Amavi, currently I think got a broken leg for Aston Villa, but today linked to AS Monaco. The Birmingham Mail are saying that Aston Villa left back Jordan Amavi is being trapped by Ligue 1 side at Monaco, according to reports in the French media. So that one could be likely, although he's linked to like AC Milan and stuff as well. So I don't see him being at Aston Villa next season. And that is despite the injury, like I said, guys. So now we move on to Juan Mata today, the Spaniard who just missed out on that Spanish national team for the Euros. Today linked to Fenerbahce, according to IBT Times, or IB Times, sorry. They're saying that Fenerbahce have made a loan bid for Juan Mata. So obviously no one's actually fully aware of Mata's situation right now, because he wasn't the best of books with Jose Mourinho before at Chelsea, because I don't know if he suited his style of play or anything, or just didn't really like him. So we'll have to wait and see. I think Mata could be on his way out of Old Trafford. And I imagine that will annoy a few United fans, because he's quite a fan favourite and it's a player that I personally really rate. And now we got on to Liverpool. This is Jordan Henderson, but obviously it's Liverpool Football Club. And today we're looking for a big takeover. So the source for this one is The Independent. They're saying that investment group supported by Chinese state government is attempting to purchase Liverpool for 700 million, which would obviously kind of tempt FSG. So my opinion on this one is the fact that FSG, they did save us initially from Hicks and Gillette, which was an absolute clusterfuck of a takeover. But they saved us from them, and they kind of made us they made us stable. They got rid of all our debt and stuff, and now we're in quite a good position. But there's one thing I don't really like about them. That's their philosophy of wanting to buy in players that aren't like currently world class or top quality. They want to buy youngsters and make them good, and then potentially sell them on for profit. And that makes us a selling club. So obviously the likes of Barcelona and stuff, they're always good temp players no matter what club a player is currently at. That's one thing that we can't really change. But when you get players being linked to the likes of Arsenal stuff, that can be avoided, because in my opinion at least, Arsenal, they've kind of done a very good job, because they had the likes of Mesut Ozil, but then recently have started to buy players of that calibre around him, like Sanchez and also Xhaka. And you can put Petr Cech on that list as well. So they've got a lot of quality players, whereas Liverpool, we've got the likes of Sturridge, Coutinho and stuff, and Firmino, but we haven't really got the players in every single position that could be that quality as well. But that is just my opinion on the matter. And now we got on to Mateo Kovacic today. The Croatian today linked to Roma. So this reads that Roma are close to signing Real Madrid midfielder Mateo Kovacic on loan for next season, according to Gazette Mercato.it. The Serie A club have already reached an agreement with the Croat, and are now officials set to talk with the European champions. So it looks like this one could be going ahead, and he was initially linked to Juventus. But I think Juventus wanted a loan with the option to buy added on top of that, and I don't think Roma have added that second part, so could be a Roma player very soon. Then we got into a current Roma player, that's going to be Raja Nainggolan. So apparently Roma will offer Raja Nainggolan an improved contract in a bid to stop him leaving for Chelsea, according to Evening Standard. The Serie A club have already rejected two offers, the last worth more than £27 million, and the paper says the Blues are reportedly maintaining their pursuit of the Belgian midfielder and are willing to up his weekly wage from 70k to 100k a week. So that has prompted Roma to act on this matter, but talks over a new deal in Italy are not due to take place until after Euro 2016. And now Bournemouth have accepted a £3 million offer from Aston Villa for defender Tommy Elphick, according to Sky sources. The player is on a honeymoon in Italy right now, but the agent is currently talking to Aston Villa, and we understand that other championship clubs are currently interested in signing him. And now we have another one regarding Roma. So apparently Roma are closing in on a deal for Newcastle midfielder Gini Wijnaldum, according to La Gazzetta dello Sport. The Dutch international has been given the green light to move to the Stadio Olimpico, the Romans haven't offered him a 4-year contract, and now officials from the Serie A club will fly to England to hold talks with their counterparts from St James's Park about a €15 million deal for the player. So it finally looks like progression regarding this transfer. And now we go on to Robbie Brady today, the Irishman linked to Leicester City, the Premier League champions. So he could be going from a relegated team to the current Premier League champions. So according to the Times today, Leicester City aren't interested in signing the Norwich winger Robbie Brady this summer. The Republic of Ireland international has 2 years left on his current deal with the recently relegated Canaries. No fee has been mentioned, but it could be quite a decent one for Leicester City to follow through on. And now we got on to Pedro, and apparently today he wants to return to Barcelona. And Sky Sports has said that Chelsea midfielder Pedro had revealed he's hoping to return to Barcelona, as held talks with the club's president Josep Maria over a possible move. It's a massive quote in an interview with BN Sports, but I'm basically going to cut it down to a few lines. So he apparently spoke to the Barca president as they played Sevilla last month in a 2-0 win in the Copa del Rey, I think it was, and he spoke to all people he wants to join, and apparently he wants to retire there. He also added that it's complicated, but I've always said that I would like to retire at Barcelona. However, I know it's difficult because the years go by and the club has the best players in the world. It's a very demanding club, and to return is complicated, but I do not rule that out either. So it could be a very short stay for him at Chelsea. And now we go on to Cedric Berahino. Yesterday linked to Everton, and today linked to Stoke yet again. So Stoke have begun talks with West Brom over a possible £15 million swoop for Cedric Berahino, according to the Telegraph. The papers report that Stoke City boss Mark Hughes has made the striker his primary target this summer. I think it's very unlikely he will remain at West Brom for next season. And now we go on to André Gomes, a player I was really impressed with when Portugal played Iceland, and he's obviously been linked to the likes of Barcelona, I think it is PSG, what's the other ones, there's Juventus, but today linked to Chelsea. And Sky Sports has said that Chelsea have had a £32 million bid rejected by Valencia for their Portugal international André Gomes, according to Sky sources. It's understood that Valencia are keen to drive up their fee for Gomes due to a sell-on clause between themselves and his former club Benfica. It is a stance as though Valencia and Chelsea are approximately £10 million apart in their valuation of the player. Sky Sports, though, has been told that Benfica are due to receive 25% of any transfer fee Valencia received for the player, who only arrived at the Mestalla Stadium 12 months ago. Valencia are believed to want to generate £32 million from his sale themselves, and therefore holding out for approximately £42 million in general. According to Sky sources, Chelsea have not been prepared to increase their offer and are now considering the next move regarding this transfer. And Guillaume Balaguer also points out Valencia, they want to keep and have offers from Chelsea and Juventus and Manchester United, and Barcelona want him but have yet to put an offer for him. So he's a very in-demand player, and yesterday I kind of saw why and why he's so hyped. And now we go on to Romelu Lukaku, and it's not actually bad news for Everton today regarding him. Apparently, they're set to offer him a massive contract. It reads that Everton is set to offer striker Romelu Lukaku a bumper new deal to try and keep him at Goodison Park, according to Daily Mail. However, should he leave, the papers actually report the new owner will give the entire fee to Ronald Koeman to reinvest in the squad. And one of those investments could be this man, Kevin Strootman of Roma. Apparently, according to Liverpool Echo today, the Toffees are considering a £30 million move for Roma midfielder Kevin Strootman, who's 26 years old, with the new manager Ronald Koeman given £100 million to spend. And now according to Le 10 Sport, apparently champions Leicester City are close to completing a £9.5 million signing of Nottingham midfielder Mendy, who's 23 years old, and this could potentially be Kante's replacement. But either way, it could be quite a qualm for FIFA, as it's very, very nice stats. And now we've gone to Leonardo Bonucci today, according to Gazzetta dello Sport, linked to Chelsea. But Chelsea may have to spend almost £50 million if they want to sign Juve defender Leonardo Bonucci, who is 29 years old, which is a huge, huge fee. The final one today is regarding this man, Henrik Mkhitaryan, the Armenian, currently, of course, at Borussia Dortmund. So around midday yesterday, it came out the Borussia Dortmund midfielder Henrik Mkhitaryan would love to join Manchester United this summer, according to the player's agent, which is quoted as saying, Man United is a completely unique opportunity and Mickey wants to go there. But now it says Dortmund have told Manchester United they will not sell Mkhitaryan this summer. United inquired about the availability of the Armenian international, a keen playmaker currently for Dortmund. However, they were told he's not for sale at any price. Apparently, Mourinho does have a good relationship with Borussia Dortmund's CEO. I was actually pictured with him against Hertha Berlin back in February. And Sky Sports News understands Mourinho asked Watzke about a possibility to sign Mkhitaryan this summer, but is told they're not prepared to let him go. But given the fact he will be a free transfer technically next season, this one may go on a little bit of time. So I'm assuming they will sell him, but a big fee will have to probably come in for him. So that's all today's potential transfers and confirmed ones. There's been a fair few. So as always, guys, if you can smash 1,000 followers likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, class subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and rumours I shoot in the next episode. And finally, if you missed any of my previous videos, they're on my channel, guys. 8 AM transfers, 9 PM or half 9 is gameplay. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.